Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video we are going to get into a bunch of new Unearthly Cosmetics products. I picked up their new Night Terror collection box. I picked up their All I Ever Wanted palette, which was previously their mystery palette, but obviously no longer a mystery. And I also picked up the Gargoyle palette. So I'm going to do swatches, give you all the info on everything, create a couple looks, and give you all of my thoughts on all of the products. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri. I'm a crazy lover of all things beauty. I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot on any makeup. So if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. So I've gotten a bunch of beauties from Unearthly Cosmetics. I don't know why I suddenly started speaking in a British accent. Well, at least my attempt of a British accent. But I'm very excited to get into these products. I've had them for a few weeks now and I love Unearthly Cosmetics. And I just need to finally play with them, do the swatches, give you some looks, and actually start playing with these products. I can't wait to put these products on my eyes and on my face. So I did the video a little differently this time. I am going to go over all the products with like a bird's eye view shot of the products. You'll just see my hands and I'll go over the info. I think it's better that way because you can see the product more closely, really see the shades, like see the swatches and look at it as I'm talking instead of my face and me holding it up here. And then once I finish going over all the products, we'll get into the makeup look. So let's jump over to my hands. So the first thing we're going to get into is the Night Terror collection from Unearthly Cosmetics. This, I believe, was their Halloween mystery box for this year. It's a smaller, more curated one. This one goes for $66. It is in stock on their website. And I believe it's a pre-order, so it'll take some time for it to arrive in the mail. But this is how it comes in this beautiful box. And then inside, this is what you get. So there's an eyeshadow palette, and there is a liquid highlighter and a lip gloss. So we'll start off with the liquid highlighter and the lip gloss first in the collection. So I took them already out of the containers, but this is how they look. So on this side, it's the lip gloss, and on this side is the liquid highlighter. I'll put the swatches on the screen, but the lip gloss is a shimmery gloss. It has a lot of pink sparkle, a lot of pink shifts going on with it. Looks really pretty, and it has a kind of banana scent, which all their lip products do. And then the liquid highlighter is also a iridescent, very strong pink shifting highlighter. I have not tried their liquid highlighters before, so I'm not sure what to expect, but they look very, very pretty. So I already took the palette out, and it's right here. It's the same kind of design as the outer box, and this is called the Night Terror palette. Here's the back of it with the info. And then inside there is a mirror, and then here are the shades. It's a very monochromatic kind of setup. It's a mix of blues and purples. And in here, there is 3 metallics. I think they're all maybe like dual chrome shifty metallics. They seem very sparkly and really beautiful. Maybe a little bit more of a sheer base to them. And then the rest are mattes, like more mid-tones to deeper shades, but it's a very cool tone purple blue pinky palette, and it's really cute. That's everything that you get within the Night Terror collection box. So now we'll get into their new All I Ever Wanted palette, which they had one before, like a volume 1 and a volume 2, so I think this is like a revamped new version. It used to be their mystery palette, and now it's been revealed. It goes for $86. And it is currently sold out right now on their website, but I'm sure they will restock it. So here's the packaging. Simple, cute, the usual gothic kind of spooky themey. Here's the back of it with the info and ingredients. And then inside, you are about to see some beautiful shimmers. This is an all shimmer palette. All of their All I Ever Wanted palettes were that way. But this has 12 shades in it. I'm assuming that this is a mix of dual chromes and shifty shades. But I mean, you should be seeing it on the screen. I have not actually touched this yet while I'm talking about it. But it looks like a variation of blues, maybe some red, some pinky tones. A fun, like, bright yellow moment in here. And if you're curious on what this looks like, at least next to the volume 2, but you see the difference? This was a lot bigger. And I think in here it included like more satiny tones, like a bunch of different formulas. So I don't know if this has maybe some holochromes in it. I don't know. We'll have to see, because I mean, I think this was $76 and you got more shades. I'm assuming that the formula in here was more expensive to formulate, or is it inflation? I'm not sure, but that was the one that I had. And then the last product is the Gargoyle palette, which goes for $68. It's currently still available on their website, and I believe this is going to be a permanent product. It's not limited edition from what I last read on Unearthly's Instagram. But here's what it looks like up close. Spooky vibes. Got the Gargoyle guy over here. Here is the back of it with the ingredients and info. And then inside is where the magic is. So there is a mirror. And then here are the shades. This is definitely a more cool tone. And this is 18 shades. 8 of them are shimmers. I'm assuming that they're in like different formulas. This one almost looks like a hollow chrome, but I'm assuming there's probably like dual chromes. And just really high shimmer metallics in here. And then the rest are mattes in these beautiful, cooler grayish tones. This is really pretty. Totally up my alley. I love the combination of cool tones with muted colors. So here for it. It's a very pretty palette, and I'm excited to see what I can come up with this one. But that's the last palette and product that I got from Unearthly Cosmetics. So we can now get into the makeup look. I'm going to start off with the Night Terror collection, use the cheap products as well as the palette, and I'm also going to use it in conjunction with the All I Ever Wanted palette since it's an all shimmer palette, and I'll do the same with the Gargoyle palette. Let's start off with the liquid highlighter in the Night Terror collection called Bizarre. We'll see if I'm into it, but I did not put on any highlighter yet. I just have blush and bronzer and like foundation and all that, and I'm just going to like dot it right here. I'm not typically a liquid highlighter person, so we'll see. Oh, I mean, it has some sheen to it. There's definitely like a really strong kind of violet-y pink shift. I can really see it in person. I feel like maybe the brightness is a little high in here. I don't feel like the shine is enough. Like, I like a lot of sparkle and stuff with my highlighters, and I like to be seen from space. I know that's not for everyone, but it's nice. It has more of a softer sheen to it. But I do like the formula. It's easy to blend in, and it does seem to be drying down, but it doesn't dry down so fast where you can't like have enough time to blend it in. I'm gonna put the gloss on with like nothing underneath for now, just to see how the gloss is by itself, and then at the end of the look I will put it over a lippy. But I do need some hydration because my lips feel very dry. Just apply that. This is the Dread gloss. Wow, this also has a strong kind of violet pinky shift. It feels nice in the lips though. It doesn't feel like super gritty or anything, and it feels hydrating. You can really smell that banana candy scent. It kind of lingers, and it kind of tastes like banana candy, but not in like a bad way, in a good way, surprisingly. All right, let's get into the eyeshadow palette now, and the All I Ever Wanted palette. I did prime my eyes with the Glamlite Icing eyeshadow base in Buttercream. So I'm gonna first start off with the shade called Frightening. It's a mauve shade, like a pinky cool mauve. This off the excess, and I'm just gonna use that through the crease and just fluff it everywhere. I'm using a rougher brush. I'm going to take the shade Chilling, and it's like a lighter pink. I'm gonna use that to blend out the edge of the shade. To get some depth into this look, I'm gonna go into Horror. This is a charcoal shade. It's not a true matte black, but I want some depth on the outer corner here. I'll probably bring a little bit of it through the crease. I might as well just do the lower lash line now. I'm gonna just do the same as I did up through the crease. So I'm gonna start off with Frightening the mauve pink. Just run that through the entire lash line here. And then I'll use the Horror shade, the charcoal shade, to deepen out the outer corner and match things up with the top part. So now I'm ready for some shimmer. So I'm gonna go into the Haunted shade in the Night Terror palette. I'm gonna use my finger and I keep that closest to the deeper matte on the outer corner. Oh, look how pretty that is. It's so sparkly. Let's now dive into the All I Ever Wanted palette. And Otherworld seems like a perfect little pinky shade. It looks like it might have a little bit of a greeny shift, but I'm going to use that in the inner portion. Hopefully it will translate pinky on the lids. It is giving brightness. There's a little bit of gold shimmers in this one. Gold green shimmers. Part of me wants to go into this Afterlife shade just to create a more of a transition between the shade I use initially, the first shimmer, with the matte that's on the outer corner. For some interest, I figured we should go into this Unusual shade. It's a really vibrant, sparkly yellow shade. For a fun little yellowy pop in the inner corner, I am going to wet my brush. You know, do something a little bit unexpected there. Ooh, now that is a little bit on the chunkier side. And I feel like there's some bigger glitters in it. But look how yellow and bright that is. That is pretty. Just to get a little bit of a better transition down here between the yellow and the matte that I have in the lower lash line, I'm going to take a little bit of Haunted on the pencil brush here and just mesh it between. And then say, I guess keep with the yellow elements here. Why don't we go into Starlight, this lighter pastel-y yellow, and use that on the brow bone. It looks like it might have a blue shift. Oh my god, that is so bright. I feel like I need to take some shimmer on my cheeks too. Should we take Otherworld? The one I use in the inner portion of the cheeks? I needed that in my life. I mean, there's a lot of sparkle in it. I am going to go do my other eye off camera, complete the look, liner, lashes, mascara. You know the deal, and I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, my loves, I am back, and here's the look. I put the hair down, and I'm loving this very pinky look with a yellowy pop. It's going with my ghost earrings. I'm feeling it, and I love that I was able to create something quite pink because I immediately gravitated towards the purples and blues, but then I was like, you know what, we have a good amount of pinks, so let's play those up more because I feel like most people are gonna go in this direction. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. That's why I wore these earrings. I was like, I'm gonna do something pink, but let me lean in to show you guys the look. I'm gonna lower the brightness. You see how pretty that is? And that yellow shade is so sparkly. I wish you guys could see it in person. Let me show you guys it with my flashlight, my phone. Do you guys see the sparkle? And there's so much sparkle on my cheeks since I took the shimmers on my cheeks still. But I just love everything. Everything performed so well. The mattes are really nice in pigment as well. Let me turn that back up and go into the products that I use. So I went in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk to brighten up my waterline. I used the NYX Epic Ink Liner to create a wing. I used the current favorite mascara combo that I am using right now, the Telescopic L'Oreal Mascara, the Blend Bunny Omni Lash Mascara. And then for my lips, I went in with the Unearthly Cosmetics Liquid Lipstick in Cruel. We're keeping with the Halloween theme here. And I went over that with the gloss from the Night Terror collection to give some sheen, some shine, some sparkle. Do you guys even see the sparkle? Why am I doing that with my lips? That was not cute. But that's all the things that I used off camera to complete this look, and I love it. I love it so much. I love all the sparkle. I'm ready for Halloween, obviously. I mean, it's right around the corner. I can't believe it's about to be October, but that's life now. It's going by like a blur. But that was everything for the look with the Night Terror collection and the All I Ever Wanted palette. Now we can get into the next look. So guys, I am back. I took off that first look and I'm going to get into the Gargoyle palette now. I think I might end up doing two with this one because it's a bigger palette, more shades. Maybe we'll see if I have enough time to do that. But I'm going to go into the Night Terror palette real quick and use the shade Moody as a blush. I don't know, I just really want to use that on my cheeks. So another way to show this palette again on my channel. Well, not channel, in this video. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just be extra and take Haunted and use that on top. I know it's sparkly, but I don't care. And do we want to take the liquid highlighter again? I guess we can dab a little bit of that just to get some more sheen on the cheeks under that shimmery goodness I just put there from the palette. And just to play with it some more. So now let's get into the Gargoyle palette. So I'm going to start off with Ancient Spire. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And I'm just going to fluff that through the crease. I did prime my eyes with the Glam Light eyeshadow base. And buttercream again, and did not set it. And then I'm going to go into Perched, the darker brown, and use that on the outer corner and a little bit lower in the crease. Let's go into a little bit of Cathedral Shadows, just a smidge. Just a smidge. And I'm gonna only put it on the very outer corner. I'm gonna use the same brown shades on the lower lash line, so I'm going in with the Perch shade through. And I'll go in with the black on the outer corner down here. And I will take the Ancient shade, the first one, to blend out the edge. Maybe I could take a little bit of Veil, maybe? But maybe mix it a little bit with Gothic Grace, just to get it a little lighter. I tend to do that if I want a shade to be lighter to go on with usually a matte white. That's a matte beige, but I think it will do the same, or will it turn it gray? I don't know, we'll see. Oh no, it made it really light. Okay, I like that. We should start getting into some shimmers. Yeah, I do want to use a little bit of Menacing on the edge here. This does have a brownie shift to it. And maybe we should see what we can use in this palette right here. Should we take a little bit of Grave? This one's kind of like a bronzy shade. Oh yeah, right in the middle. And then should we take Forgotten Fortress? Oh yeah, we need to do Forgotten Fortress in the inner portion. Right there, right there. So for the inner corner moment, I have to take Awaken. This one looks so pretty. Yes, gorgeousness. I'm gonna pop that here for some brightness. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit down on the lower lash line. So I think I want to add a little bit more to the inner portion. So I'm gonna take Angel, that's in the All I Ever Wanted palette. This one looks like a hollow chrome shade. Look at that. And I'm gonna tap that on top. I just feel like I need more there. Maybe I'll take a little bit of Awakening though up here in the brow bone. Because why not? That's the iridescent shade, by the way, that I went in with. So let me go finish off the look and I will be right back. All right, loves, I'm back. And here's the look. I love this brown and blue combo. I'm surprised at how pastel I got that blue to be in the inner portion. And of course, I went ahead and bedazzled myself because that is what I do. I love me some gems. I actually have some gems on from It's About Cosmetics. I bought this pack from them. I'm so sad that they're closing. It's honestly devastating, but if you're into gems, you can easily find them off of Amazon. It just adds a little extra sparkle to the look. And I took these like pastel blue ones in the inner portion and these brown ones on the outer portion. But let me lower some brightness down so I can really show you guys. Do you see that? Look how pretty this look came out. And of course, I have the flashlight from my phone to show you guys the sparkle. I don't know if it shows, but these shimmers have so much little sparkle specks in them. I'm living for them. And look at these gems. Look at how they shift. Oh, I love this. Anyways, for the rest of the look, I did go ahead and use a brown lippy. So I have the Satin Lippy in Kalina from Unearthly. this one right here. It's a beautiful brown. Oh, I'm dropping things. And I topped it over with the gloss from the Night Terror collection. Just to add some shine, to use it again. And then I used the same 2 mascara combo bit right here. And I used the NYX Epic Ink Liner to create a wing. And then I went in with a pastel blue liner. This is from Unearthly, the Salmone Gel Liner in number 7. This blue matches perfect with the inner portion, the gems, everything is just meshing so well. And I love doing nudie looks with a pop and just mixing it up, doing something a little bit more interesting than just doing like an all color look or all nudie look. That's just my vibe. I love mixing different tones together. It just comes out so nicely and makes it look a little bit more unique and fun. So that was everything for this first look with the Gargoyle palette, as well as the All I Ever Wanted palette. And I mean, I even used the Night Terror palette in this look for my cheeks, but very happy with everything so far. So now let's get into the next look. I am going to start off with Deep Sleep and use that as my initial transition shade. By the way, I did prime my eyes with the Glam Light Icing eyeshadow base in Buttercream, and I did not set it. And I'm just gonna fluff that through and just get that all throughout the crease. Now for the next shade I want to go into is the Sinister Figure shade, the purple that's in here. I'm going to use that on the outer corner and mesh it through the crease as well. We're going to do like a kind of smoky grayish purple look is what I have in mind for this. I want to get a little bit darker with this look, so I want to take the shade Cathedral Shadows, the matte black. I'm going to use the same brush I was using for the purple. I'm just going to clean it off real quick, and I'm going to mainly concentrate that on the outer corner. I'm not going to take it really through the crease. I just want to add some depth on the outer corner for some dimension and smokiness. And then for the lower lash line, just so I can use more colors in the palette, I'm going to take Midnight and do a really intense cobalt blue lower lash line. I think that would look really good. So I'm going to take that shade, dust off the excess, and really stamp it down here. Sorry, I feel like I keep bending away from the camera. And then I will take a little bit of Darkest Hour and use that on the outer corner to match up the depth with the top part. So now let's get into shimmers on the lid. So I'm going to start off with Menacing in the Gargoyle palette. I'm going to use my good old finger and I'm going to use it on the edge where that matte black is. And now I want to go into the All I Ever Wanted palette and take the shade Afterlife in the inner portion. I think that will look really pretty. Right there. Kind of want to see what Mystic Stone is like. This one looks like a holochrome, like holographic shimmers are in it. And I'm going to use it just right there in the inner portion because it's lighter. I'm going to go back into the All I Ever Wanted palette now and go into Siren. This blue matches like the blue matte that's down on the lower lash line so well. Seems like a satiny shade, but to be safe, I'm going to spray the brush and just maybe swipe that on here. I'm not going to take it too far in the inner corner because it is a darker metallic, but I'm going to kind of mesh it into the matte a little bit. And then let me clean this brush off and take a little bit of Angel in the All I Ever Wanted palette and use that in the inner portion to lighten it a little bit down there. I just sprayed my brush again. And let me just put that right there. See, I needed it to be just a little brighter there. And then for the last shade, I'm going to go into this shade called Eerie Echoes in the Gargoyle palette. It's like a light minty metallic. I think that will be an interesting little pop. I'm using the same pencil brush, I'm wetting it, and then I'm going to pop that right here. Oh, that is so bright. You know, I think I want to take one more shade from the Gargoyle palette and go into the Grim Morning, the Minty Matte, and put some of that a little bit in the inner portion to go with that like minty moment in the front. I don't know, just feeling that shade would go with like the purples on the lid. I don't know. I'm just gonna take Eerie Echoes over it, and it will definitely enhance it to look a little bit more minty. That is it for what I'm gonna use. It looks a little crazy, but I'm gonna clean things up. I'm gonna do my other eye, do lashes, liner, mascara, figure out something for my lips, and I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, loves, I am back, and here is the completed look. I'm looking very gothic-y, very Halloween-y with this look and the dark vampy lippy. Yes, I'm sticking to the theme here with all the palettes, but I went ahead and put the liquid highlighter on again from the Night Terror collection. And then I also went in with a Unearthly Cosmetics liquid lipstick. This is called Chomp. I feel like this was in maybe one of their Halloween boxes. I can't remember, but it's like a black and purple shade. And then I went over it with the lip gloss in the Night Terror collection. And it looks really pretty. It's making my lips look juicy. I don't know if you guys can see the little sparkle, but like in the mirror, I can really see tons of sparkle on my lips. It looks really good. And there's like a slight pinky like shift to it. But you know, glosses don't excite me as much as like liquid lipsticks, and this is a little dangerous combo because it could easily smear, but I wanted to use it again. But I really love how this turned out. Let me lean in. I'll lower the brightness so you can really see the look. I wish you guys could see the shimmers in person. There's all these little multicolored sparkles and all of the different shades. It's so pretty. It's so much prettier in person. But to finish off the look, I used the Epic Ink liner to create a somewhat bigger wing. I used the LA Girl Shockwave liner and electric to go with the blue on the bottom. And then I used my usual mascara combo of, as of late, the Blend Bunny Cosmetics one and the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara to create some drama on the lashes. And that was about it. I didn't add anything extra. I think this look just looks really good on its own. So now that I'm finished with this look, I think I'm ready to like wrap up this video and give you guys my thoughts on all of these products. Start off going in my thoughts into the liquid highlighter. I do feel like this is going to be more of a blush topper or something I mix into liquid blushes. It does have a strong kind of violet shift, and that's just not my preference when it comes to a highlighter, so I think it's gonna look better over like purpley lavender blushes or mixed in with those liquid blushes to give them a sheen. Also, I feel like this is not impactful enough. It's not high shine enough, and I like a lot of sparkle and extraness on my highlighter, so it just doesn't give me enough of that. But I still think it's pretty. I like that it dries down, but it doesn't dry down so fast where you don't have time to like blend it out on the cheeks. And then for the gloss, it's pretty. It's a sheeny, iridescent, shifty little gloss with sparkle in it. It's not gritty at all. It goes on really nicely, and overall it's a nice shimmery gloss. As for the palette, it's cute, it's beautiful, high quality, stunning shimmers in here. The mattes are really nice, and you can create completed looks, and I was surprised on the different directions you could go with this. If you wanted to go really into the purple or stick to like this middle row and go really blue, or you can go really like cool tone pink, which I was able to do in the first look. And I think this is like the perfect size for a more curated color story that has like a set kind of color theming. So I think it's perfect. The shimmers are gorgeous, the mattes are great. I overall think this was a little fun, high quality collection. And then getting into the Gargoyle palette, it's beautiful. I like the mix of cool tones and nudie shades. It's very well balanced. You can go purple, blue, you can lean into the nudes. You can even go a little more greenish. I love the different tones in here. I just think it's really well balanced. It's super versatile, and the metallics in here are so sparkly. They have little holographic shimmers in a lot of them. Some have shifts to them. I love that you get lighter iridescent metallics, more mid-tone ones, some that are a little deeper. You get some different formulas that feel a little bit more satiny, some feel a little bit more sparkly. This is going to be a palette that's going to transition right into the winter so well. Oh, I love this. I think this might be a new favorite of mine from Unearthly. And then we're getting into the last palette, the All I Ever Wanted one. And I'm on the fence about this one. Now, I think the quality is excellent. There's beautiful shimmers, tons of sparkle in it. Like, I'm pretty sure that there are holochromes in here, and the texture of these shadows are different from the other All I Ever Wanted palette that I have. But I think the quality was just as good in this one. This one has a lot of different textures and you get more options. So I feel like there was more value to this palette. And this palette was $76 with all these shades. And this one is $86 with less options. And I know holochrome shades are more expensive to formulate, but I think I would have preferred just having a bunch of different textures and more options than having less options and having those more expensive holochromes in here, because I think there's a good amount that has those multicolor shimmers, but I still love it. I just don't think the value is there in terms of what it is compared to like the volume 2. And I know a lot of people also love the volume 1, and that had a lot of options too. I don't think that there's any necessarily shades that match up too much, but I don't know. I'm on the fence in terms of the options and price, but not the actual quality. I do feel like it's a very high quality formula. You get some really special sparkly shades in here. I just think maybe I would have been good with just this, you know? But I'm still happy to have it because I was curious about it. But I don't know if it blows my socks off any more than this one already did, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm like talking in circles here, but you guys will now have to let me know, what are your thoughts in the comments below? Did you pick up any of these products? Would you purchase? Would you pass on them? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup and all that good stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have all the products linked where you can check them out for yourself. I think most of these are still available if you want to pick them up for yourself. I will also link my makeup and all that in case you're curious on what is on my face. And I will have my contact and my social media platforms linked. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love that. So guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, for supporting my channel and being so amazing. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.